Hello there. Welcome to Club Nintendo level 167. How's it going, John?
Swell, Tim, what's up?
Well, today, as you know, is the world premiere of Splatfest 2. The Splatoon continues with Splatoon 2. So, I just made it up on the spot. I don't know. That was fun.
This Splatoon continues.
The
I like
Splatoon
it.
continues, yeah.
It never
So,
really it never really stopped for me. I was playing the old one yesterday. I mean,
yeah. So, you've got about 6 hours into it today. Is that about right?
yeah, that's my guesstimate. I'm gonna check my.
Well, you got the. I love that. So I got the parental app, and it could tell me how many hours each version of the download has. Because, as you know, John, you download three different versions of Splatoon to test fire or the Splatfest in the different regions.
Yeah, the world Splatfest world premiere.
So
Yeah.
I don't think you'll know actually with the built-in indicators because you got to be over 5 hours for any of those to hit. And with them split across three regions, maybe you don't hit that on any of them.
Oh, I'm just looking at my because I recorded every game,
Oh, there you go. Okay.
so I got the timers right here. I spent like the first stream was an hour and a half. The second stream was an hour. The next stream was like 45 minutes. The next one was like 45 minutes. The next one was like 35 minutes. So I played over the European and American ones. I didn't play the
Okay.
Japanese was too early. I
See, I woke up. I played one match in Japan just to kick off the day. Just try a match, see how it is.
at 4 in the morning you got up.
No, it was 4 to 8, so I was up at like
7.
7:30 to
Okay,
play a match or something. Yeah.
nice.
So in Japan, they had like some headphone thing, like it was like loud music versus soft music. I
No,
think. Like what
no,
was?
it was pop music versus rock music.
Is that what it was? Okay, the
Yeah.
graphic was not very clear to someone that didn't understand the written text. Um, why? What do they have against ice cream and cake in Japan?
Um, Maybe they're saving that one.
Maybe. So it was NOA was all Team Ice Cream, as the rest of America is. They're in the right camp of ice cream being the best of all. Just saying.
Why isn't there a choice of ice cream cake?
You know, they made a joke about that. The announcers. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, they did. I remember. They're like, "Why can't we have ice cream cake? It's in the freezer aisle."
Yeah.
And she was like, "It's expensive," which it is
And
expensive.
she
Yeah,
also mentioned the joke of ice cream flavored cake being a thing. We have the birthday cake flavored of ice cream. Have you ever had that before?
yeah, I have. Yeah, it's great.
That's pretty good. Yeah. But ice cream cake is the best cake of all. I mean, that's just a fact.
It's hard to beat. That's for sure.
I would more classify that as an ice cream though, and wouldn't even call it a cake. But anyways, we're kind of derailing a little bit. So I played a little bit of that. I played a couple matches of European, and then America's where I dug in. I played probably 90 minutes of that, 2 hours maybe. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And,
So John, the original test fire,
mm-hmm.
I was left that with irky feelings. You know, I was not totally convinced these controls would work, and this test fire, they sold it for me. I'm used to the jumping where it is. I'm not hitting the map button
Yeah, I
accidentally.
mean, the controls are literally the same except for the map, the jump button.
That's big, but you jump a lot in that game. You know.
Yeah, but they moved it to where it needs to be. They moved it next to the joystick. Like that makes
Mm,
that like it wouldn't have
yes.
made any sense if they kept it where it was.
But
Uh,
I'm used to it now, and it's all
yeah,
good.
me too.
I was very concerned that I was like, I'm just constantly hitting the map. But I, yeah, and it looks beautiful. That's for sure.
no, it definitely looks. Yeah, it's definitely a pretty big visual upgrade. Especially in the plaza, but even the game, a lot more textures. The lighting is way better. The lighting's way more realistic. Like when you go back and look at Splatoon 1, no matter where the sun was, like shadows didn't cast properly. There was never really good lighting like on certain things, especially in like the maps. Now it's like all really accurate and it looks really good. So yeah, it
And
looks
I was
awesome.
impressed with the weapons. I started using guns, and I was killing people, which is good.
So,
I'm
is
historically
that
very bad with the guns, and the aiming was really nice. I do
it's the same.
find,
It's literally the same as
you
Splatoon
know,
1.
you know, uh, true.
I have not literally. I've not. Okay. They changed a couple of mechanics a little bit, but literally the controls I don't think are.
I
They
mean, they feel different when I'm on the gamepad alone, and I think I actually like doing that the best.
so you actually played handheld mode by itself?
I did some of that. I think that was my favorite. The Pro Controller was good, but the gyro was the most awkward for me of the two.
Really, all I've played with is Pro Controller because when I play with the handheld, the gyros I think it stinks. It's not sensitive enough, and you have to like move the screen around. And
Now, I wish it seems like the reset point doesn't allow you to go far enough. There's like a maximum reset point. I want to go beyond the maximum. So the 0 point is like a negative value that Nintendo doesn't want me to go to.
the negative point's whatever point your controller is laying at when you hit the reset button.
There, I could be upside down, and it wouldn't. There's, I feel there's some limitations, like as far as that.
You shouldn't really be hitting the camera reset button that often. If you're hitting it that often, you really probably should jack up your sensitivity of the. Because
Okay, I should play around with that. I did look in the settings. I was very impressed, John. So most of their demos, they're you can't even get into it unless it's a certain time of day. This one, you're able to explore the town. You're able to customize your character. It feels
yeah.
like a dumbed down version of the game.
No,
which is cool.
the plaza is fully open. You don't have any money, so you can't buy anything, but you can walk around, talk to everybody, see everything that's going on.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you can do the little demo of getting acquainted to the controls.
What the walkthrough?
Yeah, the walkthrough. So if you're really desperate, you can do the walkthrough 1,000 times.
Which they tweaked that a little before on Splatoon 1. They kind of just they walked you through it, but it wasn't like you have to do this before you have to do this. This one, they literally don't let you walk until you figure out how to like move your controller around and aim. And they don't let you like swim until you actually like destroy the balloon. So the tutorial is a lot more direct, like, hey, you're gonna get this right like the first time.
I loved in one of the maps they had the ability to shoot this little thing where you're teleporting in the stream of ink.
The rails?
The rails, yeah,
Ink
those
rails?
are they're in the maps now. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's from the single
player. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be seeing that. I think we'll be seeing a lot more of this stuff from single player in the maps this go around.
Yeah, it's cool because they had a map that I thought was, oh, that's just one from Splatoon 1. Then it was like, oh, they modified it with that new mobility mechanic, and that really changes that map.
You must be talking about, you're talking about Moray Towers.
It's the one where you're going down a lot of ramps.
Yeah, Moray Towers, yeah.
Very skinny. Yeah, Moray Towers, yeah. I really like the skate park one with the roller. I'm rolling all over that place.
Humpback
really good with the roller.
Track. Yeah, that's
really
a great map, yeah.
And I've developed a really good strategy with the roller of seeing when people are about to land and just running over them. That works really well.
So you're camping out.
No, you're just moving around the course, and as you notice someone about to hit a landing point, you just wait for them and run over them. Because I find with the guns, I'll misfire and just not kill the person, even though it's an easy shot. The roller, I just run right over them. It's great.
I'm pretty good at taking rollers out as they just run me over because, you back up as you like.
When they're landing, though, they're defenseless. You had a couple seconds there where they can't do anything. Great.
I don't like.
You can land with a roller like basically on top of you and not die.
Yeah, I can take people out midair. Yeah,
midair.
I take people out midair. Yeah, with a 10 attack.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. It's hard, but it's not like if you have like a splatter shot pro or like a 96 gal, it's much easier. But yeah, you can definitely do it with a 10 tech. Especially on humpback pump track, the jumps are like only like double the size of an inkling. They're not like big jumps.
I'm trying to get a hang of the fancy dualies jump.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Like, how do you do the jump thing? I haven't.
The like the dive.
Yeah,
like the kind of
you're like
a roll, the roll thing.
The roll, yeah,
the dodge roll. So the thing about the dualies is every other gun and weapon in Splatoon, you can jump as you're shooting or flinging your roller or your charger or whatever. You can actually jump. With the dualies, if you're shooting and you hit the jump button, you don't jump, you dodge. So
Oh,
you do not have the capability of jumping with the dualies while you're shooting. So it's a completely different mechanic.
okay.
You give up the jumping for the dodging, and
So that's how you do it. Okay.
I don't like it. No, I mean for me it doesn't work.
Yeah, I like the duelist. I was getting a lot of ink kills in with it.
I
You know,
couldn't get used to it. I'm too ingrained as a shooter, I
are you?
think.
Do you snipe? Do you do the snipe thing?
I charge a little. Yeah, I like the sniper. It's fun in
I hate
turf.
those guys.
It's fun in turf war. Yeah,
It's fun when they're distracted. I can just run over them with my roller, but otherwise, I hate them.
it's fun in modes like this, and like in Splatfest, and the the what do they call them, the test fires. It's fun because there's so many people who are not used to the game playing, and they're like such easy little baits. You just like you can just like pop them out real quick, and
Yeah, that's me.
they don't know what to do. But once you get into ranked matches, playing with against chargers is a lot different.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, no one really was playing with chargers. I think no one really, everyone's really new, and no one really knew how to handle them yet.
So, John,
saw a lot of
is my
everything
math
else.
right? Are we like 6 days away from this coming out?
Yeah, Friday, Thursday night at midnight.
So, are you taking next Friday off?
Oh, I have that whole weekend off. Yeah,
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I have stuff to do Saturday. That's not Splatoon, like some work kind of related stuff.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
But I technically have the day off, so yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be downloading it at midnight. I'll be streaming the download. So if you want to watch me on Twitch,
Streaming the download.
I'm going to be streaming the download on Twitch because that's how excited I am.
Will that make the download slower?
No, because it's going to be on my LAN adapter. So it should be pretty fast.
I mean, by your bandwidth capacity, will the upload affect your download?
I don't think so. Nah, okay. I don't think so. Okay. I have pretty good internet.
So are you diving right in the multiplayer, or do you want to do single player first?
I'm going right into multiplayer. I'll probably
you'll, like reserve single player for when you're out of Wi-Fi, like you're out and about, not in an internet location.
That's a great idea. Yeah, that's totally what I'll do.
Okay.
thanks for the idea.
Yeah, sure thing.
I don't know. I want to get a head start. I really want to get my rank up as fast as can. Just because I'm at S rank now in Splatoon 1. So it's like seeing anything.
Nothing transfers.
It doesn't transfer. So like me seeing my really low ranks is gonna really bug me. Which is something we learned in the direct is now each ranked mode, each different mode, Splat Zones, Tower Control, and Rainmaker, you have your own score. It's not your rank score is not 1 anymore. So you now have an individual rank for each different mode.
I like that because some modes I suck at and some are much better at. That makes sense.
So it should make matchmaking a lot better.
Online app coming out soon, John.
Oh, I mean, technically, I guess it should be coming out Thursday because they
gotta get ready for it. Yeah,
they gotta get ready for it. Yeah, at the latest.
So they announced that in the direct too. What else did they announce in that direct that is of note?
They announced that they're supporting Splat Fest for 2 years, which is I think a year longer than they did the original Splatoon. They only did them for a year with the original Splatoon with Splatfest.
Yeah.
So we're getting
and then they're going to do content updates for 1 year
for content updates for 1 year, which is what they did with the original. But they did not tell us that for the original. They just said there's more coming. But this time they're actually telling us a year.
It's early on in the Switch's life. Do you feel 2 years is enough, or like will we get a Splatoon 3?
We'll get I think this system will see another Splatoon probably. Honestly,
you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Because my concern is this should be a game that's like always alive.
I'm okay with it, like because I have a very positive feeling that all the original maps are going to be returning, plus all the new ones. So I think this game's going to have plenty of stuff in it by the time that the updates are over. My concern is that as soon as they stop patching the game, the more hackers and the more cheaters start slipping in because they're not patching things.
They might patch. That's not a content update.
I know, but
now,
that's my only concern.
How hard is it to put on a Splatfest? Like, why can't that just be indefinite? I mean,
like always going on? I don't know.
No, I mean, like, let's have one every couple months.
They're gonna have one every couple of weeks, like they did the first game, right?
No, I mean like 2 years. Like, why not? How hard is it to keep that going for another year?
They have to have subjects. I mean, they they have to have like something versus something.
That seems like such a simple job. You have like an art designer that comes up with ideas. It
It,
takes him 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds, but maybe it takes him, 2 hours out of a month to
you know
do that.
what? As I, I don't, I like Splat Fest, but I like ranked battles. And when Splatfests
Better?
are on,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't play them. So it's kind of it's
Mm.
cool because you get to, the levels are at night and the music's different, and everyone's doing this, everyone's all on the same page and all that. But the modes just aren't the same. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm okay with it. Not all the time.
Okay. Any other notes on Splatoon 2? I of course, will be getting this as soon as it comes out. Maybe like, 6 or 7 a.m. when my download starts, but, we'll see.
We got wind that it's about 3.5 gigs for the game. Right? It's not
That's
too
pretty
big.
nice. Yeah.
So hopefully, yeah, it shouldn't be too big a download. I mean, they announced a lot of stuff in the direct, a lot of little things. The couple new weapons,
They announced
the
a really
goo,
cool weapon,
the
John.
goo
There's an
tube.
umbrella coming.
So the umbrella, the goo
Yeah.
tube. There's like a crayon launcher, like a crayon blaster thing. I
So you
forgot
can
what
be
they
like the
call it.
penguin in Batman with your umbrella. It's pretty great.
Yeah, so yeah, which yeah, the umbrella is used for defense. So as you're shooting, I guess it becomes a defensive weapon as soon as you start using it, which is
See,
kind of
I need
cool.
that, John, because I get killed a lot.
Uh, so that's cool to see. I mean, they announced a ton of other stuff that now you can actually buy food that will actually double or increase your the points you receive or the cash you received after games, which is kind of like Destiny. I think you could do that in Destiny. You can kind of like
Yeah.
buy stuff to kind of help you upgrade faster, which is kind of cool. Um, Maps are now 2 hour rotations instead of 4 hour rotations, which is awesome. Um, a lot of little things you can
Yeah,
now
2 hours
skip.
is a nice time frame
Yeah.
because you can play 4 hours. You'd be bored, but who's playing for 4 hours at a time? Come
Well, I play for 4 hours at a
on.
time. Some on my days off, sometime. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely happy about the 2 hours because yeah, after about 2.5 hours of some maps in a mode, you can get pretty burnt out,
So are you
especially if you're
getting
sucking.
any of these headset adapters here, John?
Heck no, for my setup, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
I'm gonna
For mobile
continue.
play, would you play this on the go with the doing the voice chat thing? Doing some
Um,
tethering, playing your lunch break. I don't know.
I have plenty of Wi-Fi where I work, so I don't think I'm gonna be tethering.
But would you do it? You wouldn't voice chat on a lunch break. You'd do
Probably
it
not
too
on a
quick.
lunch break, and
Yeah.
I honestly would probably just use FaceTime audio instead. Like I
Yeah, you
don't
don't want to organize your little room in the app.
I what's the difference? I don't know. Like I already have my friends on my messages, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, you play?" I mean, if it's super
Yeah.
seamless,
What
maybe
else? So you're organizing matches. You're able to also check in on your
you can
stats and stuff.
so you can check your stats, which is cool. You can see what how much ink you've inked over time. So it
I like
shows you
that.
like equivalent to like the whole world, or maybe you've gone to the moon 3 times with how
Yeah,
much
it's pretty
ink.
cool. That's a cool feature.
Stuff like that. It shows you your loadouts. So it shows you all the different like weapons and how much you've
Can you
used them and
change
all
your
that
loadouts
stuff.
there?
I think you can. I don't know. They didn't really make that clear. It looks like you can check out all your gear and like what abilities you have on your gear. I don't know if you can change your loadouts.
You can buy stuff from the store too, right?
You can't buy. Well, I think that yes. I think you get special stuff that you can only buy if you use the app. Is what they made
Okay.
it sound like.
Okay.
So exclusive gear you have to log into the app to get. And the cool thing about the app is this is not the Splatoon app. This is like Nintendo's app, and there's only like a Splatoon section. So theoretically, you're gonna have this app. You're gonna have sections for all your games, and you're gonna hop between them. Based on whatever you're playing.
How how long will it take for arms to be added into this app?
That's
Do
a
you
good
think?
question. You would think Arms
And
would.
Mario Kart, those two
Oh
seem.
yeah, Mario Kart. You see, here's the thing about Mario Kart. They would have to reverse engineer Mario Kart. I don't think it's
Yeah, they
happening.
need a whole new system,
Yeah, no.
which they will need to do by next year because they've announced that game will you'll need the service to play that. In which
Oh, did
case,
they? They did. You're right.
yeah,
Oh
they
yeah.
told. I think it's on the box, right?
I think you're right. Yeah. I just yeah.
But arms would be simpler
Mm,
because they probably thought of that from day one.
yeah. Arms is probably built for the Service Day one. I'm pretty sure Mario Kart 8 is literally a port, and like there's no hook-ins to any of that stuff like anywhere in the
Yeah.
software.
So
Yeah,
we'll
you're right.
see.
I don't know what they'll do. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah.
But Arms got the update. The DLC update came out. We got Max, whoever the big
Max
baddie,
Steel is it,
Max
his name?
Steel.
Is
Yeah.
it Max Steel?
I'm not sure his name.
I think it is.
He's got some cool arms. Some cool arms.
That's your game. You should know. No, Max Steel is another movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's some Max. It's Max somebody. I don't know.
Max Brass. That's what it
Max
is. Max
Brass.
Okay.
Yeah, steel, brass, gold. I've had a little bit of time with it, not a ton. I've been kind of busy, but yeah, kind of busy. But I do like I did test him out. It seems pretty cool. Seems pretty strong. Like the arms. I now have to unlock those for Helix to have him up to snuff.
Up to snuff.
You know, he needs all the arms.
You're still only playing with Helix?
You know, he's my main. You know, I'm trying the other ones out though, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. They added like a mode where you can become what they do. You can like become the big the mask thing that goes over the what do they call that? I'm trying to find the notes on this release, but they added the ability to become like the bad boss, dude.
The big like the forearm guy? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Or something similar. Okay, yeah, here we go. So here's the update. Notes, so to speak. Full patch notes are below.
It's a lot of tweaks. It's cool that they're actually mentioning what they changed because they don't always do that in these updates.
So new versus mode. Yeah, they don't. And this is really detailed, which is nice. New versus mode headlock scramble. Punch or touch the capsule containing the headlock mask to become headlock for a period of time. This mat can be selected in versus friend or local, also appear in party mats. So you can become headlock by touching it, which I'm kind of curious to see how that works. The really exciting thing, John, we got stats. I love stats.
Yeah, yeah. They added to the menu, the top menu. That's cool. And events were added to the top menu, so they were like tweaking where everything is, making it more accessible, which is cool.
No more Snake Pass in ranked matches. Now you have Sky Arena.
Oh, that's weird.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of Snake Park. Those things flying around. I'm not that good at navigating those things. So that kind of makes sense for rank mode. It's kind of like the Smash people who are really snobby who say, you know, Final Fantasy only. What is it? Final Destination only.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like
that. No weapons. Final Destination.
Yeah. So that course, that stage, Snake Park has a lot of elemental property. You know, it has the little vehicle thing that makes it a little bit different. Yeah, and then did a lot of tweaks for balancing out, which is good to see, and a lot of just different fixes. So, yeah. And then we got news recently, John, that Jackbox Party Pack 1 and 2 are coming to Switch. So I guess number 3 did really well for them.
Yeah, I bet it did.
Yeah, that's very exciting because there's some really good games within those packs. It'll be the ultimate party system, the Switch.
I still haven't played any of those.
They're fun, yeah.
Did you see that Pokemon Go ring? That thing that came out?
No.
So the Pokemon Go, the little Pokemon Go Plus thing.
Yeah, sure.
They added like a ring to it now. I don't know why this is even newsworthy, but apparently it's like $5 for this ring, and you just put it, and now you can hold it in your hand. I don't know why you would need to hold this in your hand. I'm trying to understand why this is even like
geeky having in your hand versus on your wrist, maybe.
I guess I'm trying to figure out why this is even like a thing that's actually happening.
The Plus accessory in real life yet?
So I was at a GameStop. Actually, I was at a GameStop buying Twilight Princess Link.
Naturally. Oh, you scored one. Good job, by the way.
I scored two.
Yes.
I had to go to 2 GameStops.
Nice job.
But I saw a tweet from a Amiibo account that said, "Hey, you know, check your local GameStop," and I did, and they have.
You know that Amazon needs a restock next.
Yeah, they do. But anyways, I was there, and I wasn't, you know, I was just looking over the counter, and I actually saw one in the box on the shelf behind the counter. And it's the first time I've ever seen one, And
So you've never seen someone wearing one?
no, never
Is my
seen one
question.
in person other than that one in the box behind the
Okay.
counter.
I saw one at an amusement park, Busch Gardens. Some very serious Pokemon Go. It's like a teenage girl, I think, if I remember correctly.
So remind me, it just beeps at you right when there's a Pokemon
It
nearby.
like lights up, and you're able to touch it to throw a Pokeball, and it'll catch it sometimes. You can also get gear at Pokestops.
Oh yeah, it's you hit the button and it just gets your gear.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
it's very convenient if you're a
Actually, yeah, that might be worth it if you're super hardcore still into it.
yeah.
Came out too late. If it came out like right when the game had come out,
Yeah,
like they would have sold
that was really
so
sad.
many of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's now over a year old, John. Can you believe it?
I can't. I believe it, but I still can't believe how many people still play it. It's still like over 60 million or something.
Yeah,
Still log into it and stuff, which is crazy.
yeah. I guess if they didn't need to fix the server loads, we would have had more features by now.
Oh yeah, I think that set them way back. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
they had no idea what they were getting into.
So the small new Nintendo 3DS, John, discontinued globally. No more. You have one of these things, right?
I do
Limited edition
actually.
now. Limited
I
edition.
actually ordered Split. They have a Splatoon faceplate for it from like 2 years ago. I actually got it. Ordered a
Nice.
copy of those for it not too long ago.
No, I have the Japan edition. I don't have an English or American version of that
Yeah, I got it.
system.
I got it with the red and blue uh, Pokemon bundle is the version I got.
Yeah, I like that system. The screen is
Yeah,
more HD with it being smaller.
yeah, definitely sharp, really sharp screen, super light, super portable. I really like it. Super compact. Um, do I wish the screens were a little bigger? Yeah, probably,
Because
but
that
I
screen
still
is
like
bigger
it.
than the other 3DS that came out.
I think it is. Yeah, so it's still an improvement there. I mean, much better color accuracy. It's a really good system. Yeah, I'm sad to see it go, but there's the new 2DS XL, right? So that takes its
Yes,
place. Who
sort
needs
of.
this? Who needs this thing? Yeah,
Who
sort of. I don't
need? I mean,
really.
there's no 3D on that thing. Come on,
No
let's be
3D.
real. 3D is great.
I guess.
Hey, 3D is awesome. So what other news happened this week?
So I got a couple things that happened. One, we got a release date for, or at least Europe got a release date for Rayman Legends Definitive Edition, which is one of Ubisoft's games they announced right when the Switch was revealed that they were.
Yeah, when's that hitting?
It's coming in September 12th. So September, which is not too far away, which is good. Um, so they're getting that out there finally. I don't know what took them so long.
Yeah, I
I
wanted to
guess.
ask, what's your so after Splatoon comes out, what's the next game you're really excited for? Because there's
Oh,
a lot of just big-ish games, but there's not like with the one game except for Odyssey, of course.
uh, I'm I'm really excited for Odyssey. I'm really actually excited for Shakedown Hawaii, that game that the Retro City Rampage developer made. I'm really actually excited for that game. There were a couple small games I was interested in that I can't think of off the top of my head because Splatoon has been on my mind so much lately. I can't remember. Um, but that was probably the biggest one. And apparently the developer is working on Retro City Rampage for Switch. He's just not ready to announce it yet. It sounds like, but it sounds
Okay.
like he is working on a port. He did ask me anything on Reddit. And he got a lot of questions about where's Retro City on Switch, and he said, hey, just hang tight and check for updates, and eventually it might be there. So it sounds like it's coming, which is cool.
Cool. The NBA Playgrounds, John, finally got the update for online.
Oh yeah,
A good 60 days after the game launched. They have also added 15 new players, including Isaiah Thomas and Dennis Rodman.
that's a lot of paper. That's a lot of players.
I really hope you can have all the different dyed hairs with Dennis Rodman. Great. They also tweaked the entire shooting system from jump shots to threes to dunks to layups, everything.
So they changed the
And
whole game.
yeah, people complained about that. And I got really good at that system. And now I got to relearn the whole freaking game because I got good at the timing. And
Well, people were saying it was too slow, right?
it just didn't make sense. Like the way you had to time things out. Visually, things didn't make sense. Like where you were in your jump to release, it just didn't make sense. But I figured it out. I cracked the code, and now I'm back at square one, John. There's a new mechanic where there's a meter, and you're able to look at that to see. But
A
I'm
meter.
there's a meter that gives you a good indicator. But also, I think there's probably a way just to look at where he is in his jump to deduce the same information. So I'm gonna be learning the game again. I really like this game, and yeah, I'm excited.
That's cool. I'm glad to see that that's getting updated. Speaking of sports,
Oh yes,
W was it just WWE 2K18?
18. Yes, we're getting wrestling, John. It's exciting.
We're getting a wrestling game. That's so
Not a
weird.
current. I don't think it's the current. It's 18, but I don't think it's based on 18. It's like an
Sure.
older version of the game.
Um, no, it says for what I'm reading, it sounds like this is the same version
No,
that's
that's
being
cool.
released on Xbox One and PS4.
Sweet. Well,
You
so
know,
this is made for the makers of NBA 2K18.
yeah, same team, yeah.
So I guess they got enough pre-orders where it's like, okay, let's do this now too. Or was this in the plan all along? You think?
I think this might have changed once they saw sales and everything. They worked on one, they saw a reaction, and they went ahead on the next probably.
Yes, it's exciting. I hope next year at E3 we get a bunch of just different third parties on board.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see a wrestling game. I don't think we've seen one of those since like GameCube, so that's really cool to see.
Yeah. Now, John, there is a very cool Joy-Con adapter accessory in Japan coming. Have you seen this thing?
You got to be referring to the keyboard, right?
Naturally, I am. This is the coolest thing in the world, right?
It. I don't know. Is it the coolest thing in the world?
It's a full-size keyboard with directional pad. You got a space bar. It snaps onto
It's a
the
tiny space bar.
Joy-Con on both sides.
But what game do you need a keyboard? Like,
Well, of course, you would need a keyboard for a lot of Japanese-based games, John.
like
And
what?
that's being released on September 30th for what? You may ask. This article does not say, but
So
I'm
they
sure
had.
there's a use.
So the GameCube had the keyboard controller, which
Did
is
you ever
pretty.
use that?
Never used it. Had the game that it was made for, Fantasy Star Online. That's the game like it was, I think, designed for, which is one of the first and only GameCube games you could play online. And there was like this, wasn't voice chat. You had a chat based system where you talk to each
How
other
do
with
you
chat.
hold these things?
I think they expect you to just sit this on your table. Like I don't think they expect you to hold this.
You know, not like up like that.
No.
Okay.
I think the only reason the Joy-Cons are attached to it is so it sends the signal back to your system. Like I literally think that's the only
we're
reason.
getting Microsoft Word next month. I mean,
Oh, they're gonna open the floodgates and turn this into like a
well,
computer.
computer, yeah. Well, you get the dock. It's your portable. Well, wait. No, you need a stand. Yeah,
You need so much stuff.
Yeah, a little yeah, never mind. Terrible idea. But I
Yeah.
just love. I thought this was a joke. This is like a real product. This is hilarious.
No, yeah, I so.
This is. I kind of want one just to have.
I mean, Hori, which makes accessories, also has a USB-C keyboard. It looks like for the Switch,
Interesting. Well, yeah, you can plug one into the
which I guess you plug
just a
into the
regular
Pro
USB.
controller.
Well, you can plug a regular USB into the dock, right?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah, that was added in a recent update.
Oh, that's right. It was added in an update. You're right.
And yeah,
Yeah. I mean, if you're like really hardcore about typing in your password into the eShop and you really want this keyboard, like more power to you. I don't get it. Maybe we'll see some RPGs that need a keyboard with a lot of typing, text, or whatever. In this day and age, I just think voice, if you're going to do that stuff, voice is way better.
agreed. So, John, Master Trials DLC. How have you been experiencing it so far?
I haven't played it at all.
At all, none
No,
whatsoever.
not at all. Nope, I'm
You
not
had a
gonna
whole
lie.
week before the Splatfest, nothing.
I was playing Splatoon. I didn't download it yet.
Wow.
I know, right? It's bad. I'm
Are you
gonna
gonna
do
get
it.
it before the second
Yeah,
DLC pack?
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely am. Yeah.
I gotta say that trial is hard, man.
My plan is to play the whole game over again. So
That trial, that trial, it's bloody difficult. You don't get your power ups.
yeah, they take
Your
everything away from you, right?
Well, so yeah, in Eventide Island, at least you kept your guardian power ups, or not the what do they call them? The guardians, the little four guys.
The things with the feet,
No, the protectors, the dead
the
dudes,
champions.
the champions. Yeah. So Eventide Island, you got the champions power still, which was extremely helpful. And this, you don't get that. You do get your hearts, and you'll carry over stamina if you pre-potioned up, but that's it.
Hmm. So it's like really impossible.
It's pretty difficult. The bombs are very helpful. You're able to use all your bombs and all your talents there. But yeah, you need a very concise strategy, and it's I'm really have to dig into it to beat that. It's not. I thought I was good at this game, John. I'm really a master of Breath of the Wild. 200 hours in or whatever I am.
You put in 200 hours, really?
Probably. I'm thinking it's around there. You have
Wow.
your Switch handy?
Yeah, it's right next to me.
Well, what's my playtime on that game? You could look it up.
Can I?
Yeah, just go to my account.
All right, let's see.
I'm guessing 200 is around what I'm at.
I'm at like 110 for.
I have found all the costumes. So I got all the Tingle costumes. I got the Majora's Mask. It's really awesome having Majora's Mask in this game, John.
It scary or the like creatures don't come attack you, right?
Yeah, something like that. I just like how it looks. I mean, it's cool.
Let's see. You've played ARMS for 25 hours.
Yes, I have. Yes, absolutely.
NBA Playgrounds for 15. So Zelda, you played for 140.
That's it. Okay.
That's it. Yeah, that's
Wow,
it.
only 140 hours of my life. Yeah. Okay. So, anything else you want to mention on today's show? We'll dive more into Zelda DLC later. I'm sure Aaron is diving into that as well.
I can't believe you've played so much ARMS. 25 hours. Wow.
There's a lot of arms to be had.
I am way behind on that. No, nothing. Oh, something you might. I'm surprised you didn't bring this up.
Yeah.
Nintendo. Apparently, something leaked out that Nintendo is still working on their quality of life product.
That's right. We need our beds to be tracked by Nintendo.
So for some reason, this is still being developed at Nintendo.
It'll be a Switch accessory. Like, I don't know. It's good quality of life to have a Bluetooth headset.
And apparently some like chart thing leaked. I haven't seen this thing before. It looks like the most confusing product marketing I've ever seen in my life. Like trying to explain whatever this thing is without telling you what it is like awful. This is
Top
like
secret.
yeah, this thing it says it's not a wearable. It's like leapfrogging a phone in a 3DS. Like you're gonna be attached to people on the internet. It's gonna have like your health in mind. Like what is this thing? It's really weird.
I don't know. So, something that just came to mind: the SNES Classic, John. Apparently, in America, there's some like regulation thing that they're trying to get registered still for.
The FCC.
Yeah, that's why we can't pre-order it yet.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, like, the second that happens, pre-orders are
evidently that's how it works.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, we have to have a system in place. I need to find like how do we know? I feel I'm gonna miss this,
Yeah, me too.
but maybe it's longer and I won't miss it. But maybe not. I don't trust this.
I don't trust all the bots and scammers out there.
Apparently, eBay's been
Or not scammers, resellers.
eBay's been pulling listings off if they put that price too high
What price?
for the SNES Classic. People doing pre-orders on eBay.
How can they like they shouldn't allow it to be up there like a product that doesn't exist yet. How can
But yeah, if
they?
it's a $200 pre-order, they're pulling them off.
Oh,
The
good. That makes sense. Like
yeah,
I don't even know why they allow things up there for people who don't own anything. Like that's they can't own it yet.
it's a thing. You
How
can
do you know you're gonna get one? That doesn't make any sense.
it's something people take a gamble on.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I wish eBay would be a little bit more
Yeah, yeah.
diligent on what they'd allow as far as pre-order stuff.
Did final note? Did you get anything for Prime Day this year?
I was looking at some hard drives for my Drobo, but I didn't end up getting any because I still have a decent amount of space left. But
My Drobo's in storage. I love my little Drobo Pro, but
yeah, what's it doing in storage? Get it
I,
out.
I, I don't use it anymore.
I use it for like storing media and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I just don't have a need of large capacity storage because I just don't.
well,
That time of my life is gone, I guess.
that's fine. I just have a collection of stuff I want to
Yeah,
keep forever and want to access forever. And
I should probably like put that to use, but yeah, I have a Drobo Pro with like, yeah, it's just not doing anything.
what IO does it have? Is it USB 3 or is it
No, it's
it's
an
probably
older
like
one.
FireWire,
It's
right?
from the 2011 days. Firewire 800
Is it
is the
FireWire 800?
yeah.
You could sell that sucker, man.
Yeah, I probably should. There's data on the drives that one day theoretically I'd want to have access to, but maybe not.
Yeah, it's the one thing about Drobo. Like if those drives,
I
like
need the yeah.
yeah, you need the Drobo, and like they kind of lock you in. I don't know if
Yeah,
there's
so I'll have
some
to
like
check what's on those things and yeah.
there might be some third party software that like converts it to a readable format, but
Yeah,
I
I'll have
doubt
to check
it.
what's on there. I haven't needed it in the past many years, so anyways, very very exciting.
How did we start talking about Drobos?
Prime Day.
Oh, Prime Day, yeah. No, yeah. I didn't really see anything. My brother got um a Ring video doorbell. They were on sale for like
Oh, very cool.
$75 off. He got a one of the nicer ones, which is cool. I didn't really see anything on there.
Yeah, I didn't go to Amazon on Prime Day.
You like scared?
I got on eBay and got a USB 3 camera adapter for my iPad that for like $24
Why didn't you look up for it on Amazon?
because it was a lot more expensive than Amazon.
Oh, okay. So you looked, you just didn't buy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that thing's really brilliant, John. I'm able to play. I'm able to notate notes with my keyboard on for notation apps, or the one app I should say.
You got it
Um,
already?
yeah, got it.
Oh wow, that's fast.
And then I'm also using it to record directly into it with this awesome microphone. It's pretty cool. Anyways,
Be careful. eBay has those knockoffs, you know. You might get a
it was an original box and it seems pretty legitimate.
okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for the warning because yeah, there's some knockoffs out there.
Yeah, you always be careful and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like whenever you see like if you see like a 200, 128 gig SD card on there for like $50,
Oh yeah, I got scammed that one time.
probably
that
not.
one.
Probably
Yeah, the
not
SD
legit.
cards. That's
Yeah.
quite the scam. It was quite the process there to get that sorted out. With that said, where can people? You're getting the fancy controller for Splatoon, right?
Yeah, I have that pre-ordered, I
Best
think,
Buy.
from Best Buy. Yeah, I don't remember like where I pre-order things anymore. I got the Splatoon amiibo and the controller coming.
Okay, cool.
Apparently the US is not getting the Joy-Con. Like they have not been announced.
That needs to happen, John. I need my green Joy-Con.
So I mean, obviously you can just import them, obviously, but it's just kind of weird and sucks that we're not getting that.
Yeah.
Another cool thing, the packaging on Splatoon, if you buy the retail packaging, the sleeve is reversible. So if you do not like the outer art, you can reverse it and there's different artwork on the inside. So
I would love if on the Switch itself they would have alternative art you could change for what the icon is.
pick out of a couple different ones.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
That's a decent feature, yeah.
Yeah. Where can people find your Twitch streams over the next little while as you're doing the Splatoon 2 stuff?
So I'm pretty much every time I'm playing Splatoon now, I'm streaming just because of my setup. It's really easy. to do now. I changed a lot of stuff up. So if you want to watch me play, you can follow me on Twitter at John Wesley A, and I usually tweet out when I'm playing, or you can follow me on Twitch, and I think you can get alerts like push notifications to your phone or whatever to the like when I start streaming. And on Twitch and YouTube, I am John's Nintendo Carts, all one word. Sometimes on YouTube, I'll post like really fun games. If I have one really fun match or something interesting happens, I'll post there. I posted
Cool.
like already this week like 4 Splatoon videos on YouTube, so you can check those out too.
Very sweet. My handle is TCHATEN, and you can go to youtube.com/tchen for the video version of the show. We'll be back next time for level 168, and Splatoon 2 will be in the world at that point. I'm very excited to dig into this single player mode and everything else. Salmon mode, there's a lot of stuff coming.
Salmon Run, yeah, I can't wait. Yeah,
It'll be good.
it's gonna be good.
Thanks, Sean. We'll be back next time.